in Philadelphia taking on the 76 in Shenzhen, China, taking on the 76ers. Joel Embiid, Luka Doncic on the court in first quarter action. Doncic showing off the range.
Shooting the ball with a lot of confidence early in this preseason.
Ben Simmons with the steal, coast to coast.
Okay. Great body control.
All right, more for the 76ers. Joel Embiid sizes up the defense. Woo!
Oh, feet work. Oh, pull-ups and feet work. That's early. Come on, Joel Embiid. Come on, big fella.
He would go on to make the free throw. Now the lob up to Dwight Powell, who finishes. Nice assist from Doncic, the rookie. Philly up 1. Philly moving the ball. Joel Embiid. Doncic wanted no part of that. Got out the way.
He was smart for that one. He didn't want to be an early poster.
Embiid finished with 29 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists in the game.
That's mean right there.
Second half, Doncic pushing the ball, finishing in traffic. He had 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. And the second-year player, Markelle Fultz, hits a jumper. He had 6 points in the game.
I like to see that, folks. Get to your little sweet spot, shoot the ball with confidence.
Jalen Brunson knocks down the 3, and Dallas goes on to win by 3. All right, this game is being played in China. I'm curious your perspective. What is that like for the players, for the organization? Is it all positive? I mean, how do you balance what they get out of it?
It's all positive. The only small negative, maybe the travel, the time difference, you're a little sluggish, but once you get there, you work those little kinks out, you start playing. And then you learn the culture. So a lot of people, you know, you think about it, Roz, no matter where you're from, a lot of people have never been out the country before. So that's a great opportunity to go somewhere, if it's London, if it's China, or wherever it is, Mexico City, those games. I've been to actually both of those, matter of fact. So it's fun to learn different things you've never seen in your whole life. So that's why it's all positive. It's a little bit negative with the travel.
Right. You know, I think it's a really great opportunity for the game to expand internationally. I think it's a great opportunity for the league, for the fans there. But actually, I've heard sometimes it can be more of a nuisance for these teams in the sense that, you know, they don't have a chance to have camp in one space, to have a chance to get that continuity and rest. Sometimes the season feels longer actually going out there.
It can, but I think Adam Silver and David Stern have done an excellent job making this game so global. So when you talk to Tony Parker, you talk to Dirk Nowitzki, they talk about these games when we were kids, watching them play and giving them an extra enthusiasm that I want to make it to the NBA one day. So I think every organization understands it's great for our league. So they may complain a little bit about the travel. Once you get back, you get to January, February, you kind of wash out those kinks and you get ready for the second half of the season.
And any opportunity to play is good for young players.
I think so.
One guy I'm looking at, Markelle Fultz. He had 6 points. What have you seen for him in preseason, and how do you evaluate him early in the season?
To be honest with you, Rod, shooting the basketball and just playing with confidence because he went through so much last year, not knowing what the injury was, trying to figure out, reconstructing his shot, which is hard to do in the middle of the season. So now to see him come back, trying to find a groove, getting to that sweet spot on the floor, knocking down a few shots, very anxious to see how Brett Brown figures out what to do with all this young talent, because they have a lot of young talent. Brett Brown has to figure out which way to go. And
they have an opportunity to potentially be tops in the East. I mean, they finished very well last season.
Embiid will get better. Simmons has gotten better. The question is, how does the chemistry and the flow as a team, do they all believe in what they're trying to do? If they do that, I think they can compete for a top spot.
All right, we're going to move along to another game. Let's check in on the Pistons and the Nets. Blake Griffin making his preseason debut for the Pistons. And this is a tough moment for the Nets. As Allen Crabbe goes down, he had stepped up to make a defensive play. He rolls his left ankle. He left the game, sprained left ankle, did not return.
Yeah, that's one of those ones. He's mad at himself. A little ice on a young fella.
All right, Griffin looking good for Detroit.
Spin psych out.
You know, it makes a difference when you can be in a training camp with the team. This time, pump fake, and then scoop for the layup. He had 17 points, 9 rebounds in the game. All right, we'll take you to the fourth quarter. Tight game. Smith finds Andre Drummond.
That's Drummond's house.
And this time, Drummond stays with the play. Offensive rebound and the putback. Pistons up 1.
Good rebound, keep the ball high, finish high.
All right, Nets down 1, under a minute left. Russell, spin cycle.
Okay, D-load, what they call you, D-load?
Deloading,
Loaded on that
deloading.
one. Yes, you did.
All right, inbounds pass. Langston Galloway for the jumper. Detroit up 100-99. All right, D'Angelo Russell pulls up off of the screen, makes the three for the lead. Russell had 25 points in the game, and they're showing ice in his veins.
Ice in his veins, that's his name.
All right, Pistons down 2.
Oh, great pass, big fella.
And Reggie Bullock for the layup for the tie. The game goes into overtime. We're tied at 102. Free basketball.
I like the basketball.
LeVert leads the Nets to victory. He makes the three, and this time finds Jarrett Allen for the dunk inside. LeVert had 17 points, 8 assists, 9 rebounds in the game.
That's good for LeVert to see him probably come out, knock out of his shell, so to speak, his last couple of years, few injuries. But it's good to see him finally be healthy. I think he has a great upside.
All right, NBA fans, we have more basketball coming from this preseason. Warriors and Suns coming up later.
That's a lot of champagne.
Must be nice.
Burns your eyes.
It burns your eyes.
That's what I heard. I wouldn't know that.
All right, Orlando Magic taking on the Miami Heat. Richard Jefferson before the tip missed the first 3 preseason games with a thigh injury. All right, pulling up, Dwayne Wade knocks down a 3.
Okay, Flash.
All right, the farewell tour comes to a start this season, and Mo Bamba inside, the rookie, showing off his skill set. This time, staying with the play.
I like that, Mo. I know you can shoot the 3, but get down low, big fella.
Absolutely. Whiteside with the defensive play, block, and going the other way, finishing it. Josh Richardson. All right, Dwayne Wade going coast to coast with the floater.
Float on.
At halftime, Miami up 52-42. Off of a missed 3, Dragic goes all the way down the court.
You must stop the ball first, point guards at home.
He had 16 points in the game. Put back, Aaron Gordon.
Mr. Hops himself.
Throws the ball inside. Vucevic with the tip and the foul. He had 22 points, 14 rebounds in the game. Monster preseason numbers.
Yeah, D-Wade didn't want to wrestle him too much.
Aaron Gordon showing off his range.
I like that, big fella. You've been in the gym this summer.
All right, and Rodney Magruder with the floater in the lane. He had 19 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists for Miami, and the Heat win by 1, 90-89. All right, first things first, we got to talk about the Heat and Dwayne Wade. What should his farewell tour be like this season? Will it be Kobe-esque?
No, different mindset, different mindset, different style of players. Obviously, both champions. So that's the key there, both champions.
Okay.
But I think D-Wade is going to take it a little differently because I think the Heat still will be a playoff team. The question is, how hands-on will he be throughout the season, because you really want D-Wade in the playoffs. So will he play a lot of minutes throughout the season? I doubt it. I think Spoelstra will pick and choose when he plays him good minutes and when he rests him to make sure the team has good continuity and good flow so they can make the playoffs.
Now, one guy had an up and down season. You know, you heard sometimes the positive things he brings to the team, but also there was some tension as well, Hassan Whiteside. So what can be fair to expect from him and the coaching staff as they try to get the best out of their players?
Well, I think the biggest thing for him is have a real honest conversation that this is the franchise that believed in you when no one did. And then they helped you work yourself into shape and be one of the best big men in our game and grant you a big-time contract. So over the summer, work on your mind, work on your body, get back right, get back to being that guy you know you can be, and then he can be a force down low.
All right, well, let's move on to another game on the West Coast, the Warriors taking on the Phoenix Suns. So first, with the Warriors, you know, you think about last season, maybe there wasn't the urgency through the regular season. So even though it was a great record by any means, some felt it was disappointing given that they'd been 73-9, that they have all of those stars. Do you think you'll see more urgency this season?
No, I think, and Raj, you know this, I think Steve is too smart. Steve's been around a long time, and I think he's going to manage these guys. You don't want Steph and KD playing heavy minutes. So finding those right, what I call ancillary players, they've been doing over the last couple of years to kind of give rest here and there, the Nick Youngs of the world. Who's going to be those guys this year so they can get a little bit of rest, so they're not beat down? Because at the end of the day, you want your core four healthy. Yes, Boogie will be coming back sometime too. So when he comes back and guys are healthy, now how does the team mesh?
Right, and one part of that, too, is bringing in fresh blood. That kind of
right.
helps keep the regular season exciting and spicy, if you will. And so DeMarcus Cousins joins the team, but they're waiting for him to come back. Let's not forget they also lost JaVale McGee and Zaza Pachulia and David West. And Draymond Green is out right now with knee soreness. So right now in the post, it's a question mark for the Warriors, but it's also an opportunity. What might we see there?
Well, with those young guys who haven't gotten a lot of playing time the last couple of years, you throw them into the mix. Obviously, the Jordan Bells of the world has been around, so they'll get more playing time. So the question is how far do you get behind the 8-ball? That guy right there, KD, you know he can carry you for a month or two until everyone gets healthy. So once again, for me, for Cuz, when you get healthy and once you get thrown into the mix, how do you let the game come to you instead of forcing things?
Absolutely. You know, you couldn't be on further sides of the spectrum with the Warriors looking for a three-peat right now and the Suns being at the bottom of the league. When you're struggling as a team like that, what are the small wins a team like that has to look for?
Make sure you play hard every night. If you do that, normally things fall into place for you.
All right, 3D, thank you for your time. Thank you for hanging with us. And we hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching Game Time.